The castle itself and the city surrounding it is embedded in a hillside. And the hillside reaches all the way up into the mountains, which tower overhead like ancient gods themselves. The center point, higher than any other building, even the castle itself, is an ancient black cathedral. The stones themselves have been carved from obsidian and transported all the way from the coast to build it here. So, approaching the gate, you're stopped by a pair of guards. The first one says, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Look to Elrond.
Yeah, Elrond, this is yours.
Why is it mine?
You're the most natural of us.
Yep.
Great. So, what's at the gate again?
Two guards that say, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Humans, dwarven, monks.
Human.
They're human.
Yes.
Okay. So they feel like they're very easy to lie to. So I say, just a traveling party in need of some shelter.
Roll fast talk.
You talked fast. That's about it.
Okay. The first guard pulls on a rope that comes down from the tower and rings a bell. A small door in the side of the gatehouse opens up, and three more guards come out.
You want to tell me again how I'm supposed to be the one talking to these people?
I reach out to Delicia. Maybe you should try now, at least before my voice gets in their heads.
Okay.
One of the guards, before that you speak, one of the guards replies to Miller and says, "Your voice sounds quite fair for this region. Where are you from?"
What's that city that we started in?
Drowhold.
I don't know if you want to tell them we're from a dwarven.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they hate. Wait, no, they hate. Do they hate dwarves? I don't remember them hating dwarves.
Humans hating dwarves?
No, human slave elves.
Alrighty, then you're good.
Yeah, because they don't like us. So I tell them we're from Drowhold.
You, from Drowhold, a little tall for a dwarf, aren't you?
Are you assuming? No, don't say
You
that.
suing my race?
We're not gonna say that.
I identify as a dwarf.
I would just.
And I identify as a 10-foot dragon.
No, that's my job.
Just
I
everybody's
know.
changing roles.
I want to be a puppy.
So I say I am.
Racially fluid.
I was raised there. I am no more. Oh, I can't really say that. That's worse. Yeah, no, I just tell them I was raised there.
Roll fast talk.
I already rolled fast.
Do it
You're
again.
gonna
This is a
roll it
different
again
lie.
for every comment.
I keep failing.
Every
Roll
lie.
it again. That means you can't do any worse than you're already doing.
Yeah, what do you think?
It's not worse.
It's not worse. You did better.
Not much.
Two of the guards take up positions, flanking you all from either side.
Hold on, Miller. Hold on. Because this is such a surprise.
Oh, no.
God.
Oh, no.
Wait, before we do this real quick, I gotta grab another beer. Hold on.
I'm afraid.
Oh, by the way, the monks are very conservative. This religion, just conservative and obscene.
So I'm probably gonna die.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
I put my finger on the spear. They wield spears, right?
Yes.
Okay, I put my finger on the tip of the spear, pick my finger, and lick it or lick the blood, and I say, "We mean you no harm. It's actually kind of embarrassing that you guys would think that we're any more, what's the word? I guess harmful,
Intimidating,
threatening,
threatening.
something of the sort. Insert word here for me." And then yeah, that's basically it. And I kind of like give him a coy smile.
Give me a roll.
Okay, here we go. No.
Mm.
Damn it! I pricked the finger for nothing.
The guard whose spear you touched pushes you back, says, "Lay off my weapon." The other one looks at you and the one that's been speaking the most says, "There are strange people afoot. Those who would do us harm roam the countryside. They bring terror, free people of this land."
I reach out to Delete in our mind to mind, and I say, "Can you ask if it's okay if I talk to them through her mind? I don't want to just intrude."
Go ahead and try.
Are you weren't being carried at all, were you? Just making sure.
Not unless I didn't know about it.
God, hold on, guys.
Okay.
I mean, go ahead and do what you're gonna do, but go ahead.
All right. So, what do you want to say?
I just reach out and ask why they're so hostile. We're just coming through, and I don't think we pose any problems. What is it that they assume we are doing?
One of the guards looks at you and says, "It's strange that you travel without a high companion. However, I will tell you, we have been dealing with issues of our farms being burned down in the countryside around here. I'm sure you've saw many burnt down buildings on the road here."
I saw the buildings, but before we continue, to the GM, what does he mean, high companion?
High companion refers to somebody like a lord or someone of high status and class.
Okay, so I want to mention to him how we had the king's son and another guard traveling with us, but we got jumped by the elves.
Okay. Give me a diplomacy check. He says, "I'm sorry, I have not the resources to spare at the moment. You may, however, speak with the captain if you are allowed inside."
Please, good sir.
Okay. All right. One of the other guards looks over his shoulder up at the sky, where there's clouds starting to darken, and he mutters to himself something about the rain. Miller, is there anything you wanted to do or say?
I'm sorry. Where are we at? I was answering my parents.
We were just about to go in, I think. They were going to see if we would let us in to talk to the captain of the guard about the elves that stole our two companions.
Okay.
The elf looks at you, or the human looks at you and says, "Well, I'll tell you what. It's getting ready to rain, and darkness will be upon us soon. In more ways than one. Let us let you in for rest, but first, may we check your belongings?"
And can I roll to try and get out of that?
Depends on what you want to say.
Before you try this, I ask what it is they're looking.
Anything that would bring suspicion. Anything that would not be allowed by the High Lord. Anything that would not be allowed by religious orders.
I ask Eunice in my mind, what exactly would be so suspicious that we would be carrying?
Well, I believe that they would think any kind of old god artifacts, such as druid artifacts or anything like that, would be considered suspicious. Off the top of my head, since they're talking about the monks and the religious orders, probably any kind of elf paraphernalia, anything like that, is what I would assume. But I don't know for sure.
No elf porn, guy.
Paraphernalia could be more than porn. Okay, I could have had a
I
lighter.
I swallow loudly and tell Ernest, we might have a problem.
I excel and go, shit, what's up?
Okay, hold on. So, I'm gonna bring Lone Star in another chat really quick,
Okay.
if I can. Nobody lets me do anything in
Go
this
and I'll
Discord.
join you.
Okay, so my character is obviously a druid,
Mhm.
and she has a necklace slash charm slash amulet that the GM controls as far as however and whenever I turn into a wolf.
Okay.
So that is a druid paraphernalia of an old god that I don't know about, but all I know is that I'm cursed.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's head back.
Good point.
Are you
Yes.
listening?
Yes, streams.
I mean,
Come on!
I actually was not, so I don't know what's going on.
no, I had it extremely low, but I didn't actually get to hear anything. Because I didn't realize it until after.
I appreciate y'all supporting the streams, but at the same time, if I'm telling telling another player character something that another player character doesn't need to know, that's kind of like invasion of post-it notes. So,
Mine was muted.
okay.
We just said we didn't hear anything.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just
I
saying.
keep it muted so I don't have the noise in the background.
All right. So,
Last I checked, Lone Star was in mind.
So I reach out to
Shut up.
Elrond as well, and I say, Elrond, do you have any kind of elven artifacts that could get us in trouble here?
Yeah,
Fuck.
this thing around my neck.
Well, I think, guys, we should
This thing around my neck is very expensive.
probably try and find either another way in or bypass this place. I know you're waiting on that armor, though.
Can I wait outside?
Yeah, can we just like, it's player
Outside.
character knowledge or player knowledge? Can we just camp outside?
Can
And not be a threat?
how about they camp outside and I go in?
If they allow you passage.
Yeah, let's
'Cause
try that.
I don't care. I'm not carrying anything, so I'll ask if I can go in, and while my companions remain outside.
Okay. One of the guards looks at you and says, "Well, I don't see the problem with it, though I must ask why you would not want them to come with you."
Well, for one, he's an elf and he doesn't feel very comfortable, and he doesn't like to be alone. So
Wow! Throw him under the bus!
yes, I
Okay,
did
so-
that.
All right.
You just
Well,
told the people who murdered my family I'm an elf. Thanks.
You're welcome.
all of the guards lower their spear at all of you, or their spears.
Oh man,
Well, that exactly went the way I expected.
You're right.
it did for me.
Okay.
So then
So-
I yelled to them, "Can he still go in?"
One of the guards comes up to you, and you're wearing a. What are you wearing exactly to cover your ears? Just a cloak's hood, or
Yeah, I put my cloak over my ears.
okay?
That was our
He,
fix.
say what now?
That was our fix.
So he forces your hood down, revealing your pointy ears.
Who does? You think I'm
And-
gonna let him touch me?
One of the guards. Well, yeah, he approaches you. You can stop him if you'd like.
Ooh.
I mean, can I just put down my own hood? Like he goes to grab it, and I say I could do it myself.
That's fine.
There we go. That's what's gonna happen.
It'd be
Okay, so
fun.
revealing your ears, the human looks at you and says, "It's true."
I'm
know
from
who looks
Drowhold,
best.
yes.
What proof do you have that you are a free elf?
Jack.
I mean, my necklace is really expensive. If I wasn't a free elf, like Dobby, I have clothes, man.
Do you have?
Yes, and before these farm homes have been burned down, most of the valuables have been stolen.
So I had talked to Elrin. Do you have any kind of artifact that only you would have had from the king?
No, the fucking dwarf took the knife.
I have some.
No, I don't. I didn't. I don't. I haven't. I don't have anything that should show that.
You don't have a spell book that you got from a certain dwarf?
Yeah.
No, I think you left it.
I mean, of course I do.
Okay.
Right here in my notes.
So
In capital letters.
all right. So what do you do?
I'm going to show him my book. It's a very special book.
Are you so you pull the book out and say what?
Here's proof.
The human commander walks over and looks at your book, sees the emblem on the front of it belonging to Drowhold, and looks at you and says, "Prove this is yours."
What?
I open up to the front page and there's a sticker. I got. What do you want, what do you want me to tell you?
If this is truly yours, perform a spell from it.
Oh,
Ooh. Oh,
swear to God, I'm gonna kill you.
I whispered to Unis, hopefully, so that he could relay the message.
I steal energy.
Hold on.
No, no, we're not doing that.
Do the dome thing.
The weather dome.
Yes, the weather dome.
Yeah.
It takes a bit to cast.
Well, I think we have a little bit of time while we're waiting here, don't we?
Yeah, we have
You're not going
time.
anywhere.
I can just shape a pillar.
Is that in the book?
I mean, everything's in the book.
All right, let's
But
go.
what do you know to do?
Oh fuck! I guess we're making a dome.
Everybody loves the dome. It's a crowd pleaser.
Well, I mean, we don't have much else aside from a fireball at the nose, so.
With the chance of dome, I cast weather dome.
Roll the cast.
Oh, you
No.
You realize if you look at my last roll, 13,
14.
9, 13. That 9 was supposed to be
Hey,
5,
hey,
by the way.
Here you go, Elrin. You may want to roll before I say this, but I'll say it right after you roll. At least you haven't rolled an 18.
No. Oh, it all hinged on that.
If you would have said that beforehand, I guarantee.
That's why I said
know
roll
you're
first.
Okay, finally, I casted something.
And this
Something
remains for
like
an hour, correct?
6
Up to
hours.
his fatigue points.
6 hours. 6
6
hours.
hours?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So duration is 6 hours and base cost is 3.
And you cast it around. I reach out to you and tell you to cast it around the guards area so they can chill inside of there. It'll make them feel better for us.
We got some grass in there.
Okay. So, as the dome is being cast, it slowly begins to sprinkle. Drops of rain fall from the sky, but are stopped by your dome, keeping everybody dry.
It's a big dome.
So you a big dome.
Oh.
I look at her. Huh? What do you mean?
Oh god, that wasn't in player.
Everybody's already seen the dome.
We all get to see the dome.
Okay, so
Do you guys like to be in my dome?
Yes, please.
Moving on.
Yes, please. Okay, so the guard looks at you and says, "Well, it seems that you really are who you say you are. But tell me why I should let you in."
we have money.
And what do you intend to do with your money here?
We intend to buy stuff.
Hmm.
That's money for your kingdom.
How long will you be staying?
Not long.
As long as this weather dome is up.
Oh, I think we need to stay a little longer than 6 hours. It's at least the night.
Yeah.
Some will be out by tomorrow night
May we have the night
and tomorrow.
and breakfast and
as you
second
wish.
breakfast.
But only because this dome is going to keep me dry.
I can cast you another one if you need it.
Another one.
And another.
We'll be keeping an eye on all of you.
And the dome.
No shaking your booty is what I taught to delete.
Just shake it as you walk by.
Only if you carry the dragon.
Hmm.
Just kidding.
Be carried. Hmm.
Yeah,
I'm the Palanquin like I'm supposed to be.
All right. Well, one of the guards opens up the gates, revealing the city streets beyond.
For all of us?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, shit.
I told you I'd get you in.
You
That
almost
was
got us-
risk- that was ballsy as hell.
But it got us to not.
So what did he do?
I made them. I told them that he was an elf, and I got us in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ballsy ain't even the word.
I guess honesty gets you places.
Know where I want to get.
In my dome, I know.
In his
Hmm.
dome.
Everybody he wants in his dome.
Even the GM wants in the dome.
Oh yeah.
This dome
Okay.
is going places.
So the streets beyond the outer wall are bustling with people. They're lined with shops and homes. The smell of food is in the air, and the streets are loud. But there seems to be this strange feeling. There's no smiling people. There's just dread in the air.
Well, damn. Get your shit. Let's get out.
I suppose I reach out to the both of them and say, I think we just need to get it and go. Get it and quit. Alicia, you know what I'm talking
I'll
about.
agree to the first one. And I'll repeat, are you sure you want to stay the night?
I don't know.
As you travel deeper into the human city, the smell of excrement and waste fills the air.
I just want to yell out, it smells like shit, but my neighbor will tell me.
Gross. So, how do I find this magical armor?
You will have to find out where the magical shops be.
So,
I don't see the magical map.
off question though, is she supposed to be going to a tailor, or what kind of shop is it? Did we
This
find
one-
out?
I thought it was an enchanter because I already had the armor.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to find an enchanter.
Find enchant. Okay, that's what I could not remember.
Okay.
Um,
Maybe ask around.
I reach out to Delicia and say, well, maybe you should ask around because I don't think he's gonna get much luck, and I know damn well I won't.
Hey, listen, I'm like,
So-
these people recognize me and they love me, okay?
Do we have a map for Kilma?
I don't actually. I need to.
Shame on you,
You didn't
Junior.
expect us to go in.
Shame
He had
on
a
you. You
whole
should prepare
plan.
for every avenue. I'm just kidding.
He had a whole plan. We were gonna get kicked out.
Quit watching that Netflix.
I know, shame.
No free time.
Nope.
So I ask a nearby patron, a kid that is walking slowly, depressively, and I say, "Hey, little one."
The kid
have-
looks up. A scar lines the left side of his face. Go ahead.
You have not heard of an enchanter being in these places, have you?
You speak of the monks?
Oh my
Of
God.
course.
Yes, yes. Go to the. He speaks mutterly. go to the cathedral, and then runs off.
Thank you, little one.
Do we hear all that?
Are you with her? I assume
I
so.
assume,
Yes.
yeah.
Then yes.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I say, the monks left the building before, didn't they?
Some did. I'm sure there's others in there. A huge order.
You remember that tale about
I still have my tail. What do you mean remember it?
monks and elves and stuff?
When you told us earlier?
Yeah, that one.
Well,
I think
as far as I know, the humans let you in. So if the humans let you in, you're an elf. I don't think the monks will have an issue either. That or you could just stay outside like we were going to anyways.
Here's my issue. Just think about it. You're here to get magical stuff. I'm a mage.
Yes.
Monks they kill elves, and they're the ones that are gonna make your stuff magical. Does anyone else think I'm gonna die?
it crossed my mind. Shall we
Just
go?
saying,
You're a strong lad. You'll get through it.
I'm unique.
The dwarven elf
I
mage.
don't come back.
Hmm.
I continue walking forward.
I think I reach out to both of them. I think that we should probably ask more than one person if there's anybody else. Maybe walk around a little bit. Somebody else to point in a different direction. And this time say that we're not looking for the monks.
I'm with him.
At least keep our options open.
Hashtag still walking forward.
My gnome ain't gonna impress a monk.
Screw it, I keep going with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to go with them.
Yeah, but if the monks catch me, they see elf, they see food,
Mhm.
and ritualistic bastards.
Okay.
Is there a bar?
There are several.
Okay, we're just gonna go with them until I see a bar.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna cut away.
Are you gonna let us know where you go?
No.
So how are we gonna find you to meet up with you?
I'll sit by the window. If I see you guys walking, I'll come back out.
Then we won't wait for you if we don't see you.
Okay. This I'm sure they have to walk past me to get to where they're going.
But how do you
Walking
know you're
up
not
some
ordering another
stairs.
beer or something?
They come to me.
All right, why don't you just tell us where you're going?
Fine.
I
Alright.
run into
Alright.
a guard.
So we go up.
I'm not going there.
All right, and you go inside there, and I'm fly up and catch up with her. Have fun.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I
And he
asked
points
the
to
guard.
a strip shop.
If there's any magic presence in this kingdom.
One of the guards looks at you and says, "Well, sure." And he points towards the giant black looming cathedral towering above the city.
Is that the only magical presence in this kingdom?
They hold all magical power here. None else is allowed.
Well, I appreciate it. And I keep walking.
Okay.
Towards the cathedral.
All right. While you guys are walking towards the cathedral, Miller, you step inside the bar. Do you have your ears and everything else covered again?
Yes, 100%.
100%.
I think 120%. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, you can just keep going up. It's that number.
Okay. You walk up to the bar, and an old man is sitting there washing dishes as per bar. He looks at you and says, "What can I get you today?"
I'll take an ale.
All right. That'll be 3 gold. You did bring money, right?
Yeah, I always have that money on me. I have no reason to put it away.
Okay.
You don't put it away?
How do I
Ooh.
deduct it from the sheet, though?
Just make a note of it, and
Oh,
then
that's where it is. Okay.
you just gotta
Okay.
edit the note.
Yeah, I've been putting it in my other thing.
Yeah, it's all good.
Whoa.
So we're
Keeping
71.
track. Because
So
all
long
those
as you're
old I
keeping
got last
track.
time. Yeah, I have it. I have 71. I give him 5.
Okay. Ah, excellent. I will also bring you something to eat with this.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Well, you are enjoying your drink and your food. Dom, Lone Star, you both pass under the dark shadows of the cathedral. Its steps go up towards its front doors, at the top of which you see an old man missing an arm. He's dressed in black monk robes.
I step towards him and curiously ask him to how he lost his arm and how he is feeling today.
He looks up at you, his eyes nearly hollow, sunken into his face. He looks as if he hasn't eaten in days. He says, "Child of the gods, all must sacrifice something."
So what did
How do
you
I reach? I
sacrifice
reach
this
out to
for?
her. How does he know you're a child of the god?
All are children of the gods.
I can't hear
Um,
anything but amen.
So I ask him to why did you sacrifice your arm? For what?
To gain entry into the order, all must give something.
The order.
The order of the gods. This temple. What will you give?
I do believe that is something I'll have to debate when I get to the doors.
He nods and looks back down at his feet. Without looking back up, he says, "The doors are beyond me. Enter if you wish. But know that you cannot leave until you've given up something of value."
Reach out to him, or I reach out to her. Will this apply to me too?
I assume it would apply to anyone that enters the doors.
Maybe I should go hang out with Elrin back there.
But I can't pay for this. You said you'd help.
Well, do you know how much it's gonna be?
Not exactly.
How much do you know?
Not very much. Except that there's an enchanter in here that'll enchant my armor.
You don't even know if he's in there. And this guy's telling you may have to cut off your arm.
That was his sacrifice.
Yeah, well, I can't go without my tail.
I'm sorry. That's great.
I roll my tail up underneath me.
Picture
This
all
is
the
mine.
legs.
It's mine.
I guess you're right. Nothing's worth losing an arm or a leg for some enchanted armor that may potentially protect my life one day.
I didn't say it wasn't worth it, but it's worth it for you. A little less worth it when we both have to pay the price.
Well, I'll tell you what. Hopefully they don't have some type of what is it? Telepathic?
Telepathy?
Yeah, telepathic barrier in there. If I
That'd
get
be
into
inconvenient.
if I get into some trouble, I'll let you know.
Well, how about I kind of reach out and see if I can hear anybody else to see if there is a barrier there.
Well, by all means, go ahead and try.
So I reach out. Do I hear anything?
Yes, you can feel the presence in the minds of many people within the order.
Is
Some
there
of them are in pain.
is there any quote unquote dark zone or area?
No,
Oh, okay.
none that you can find. I'm not that mean.
Hey, you know, I've got to find out, all right? I've learned the hard way.
Though I do love it when you guys give me ideas.
Ideas that you will not incorporate until next game.
Yes. Yes. All ideas in this campaign, in this session, cannot go until next. All right, I'd let her know. I'll wait out here with him. You go on in. I can hear everything, or not really everything, but I can feel everybody in there. So you should be good. I should be able to hear everything, anything you say to me.
Good to get.
I'll
Or
follow
good
you.
to know.
And I go ahead and hand her 100 gold and say, "Take this for now."
I appreciate it. I walk towards the door, place my hand on the door.
As you place your hand on the door without even pushing, the doors seem to open on their own.
And I kind of slink in.
Before you lies a large, vast room. On either side are pews made of black marble. At the far end is an altar, bloodstained, cracked with dried blood. Before the altar kneel several monks. All of them, some of them have lost an eye, some of them a hand, one of them a leg, some of them nothing at all, at least not visible.
They're not gonna have
She's
any
about to
fun
lose
later.
that sex appeal.
But
Good
not
one.
all of them who appear to have lost body part.
I go to the first pew and see if there's anybody sitting in the pew.
The room is strangely empty
Oh.
besides those at the altar.
So then I go to the first pew and I sit at the first pew until one of the monks realize that I'm there.
Okay. About an hour passes with you sitting there. The monks continue their prayers until finally a monk that is carried on a simple plank of wood from one of the other rooms comes out. He has no arms, no legs, and no eyes. And he sits and he is brought down and he sits right next to you as somebody plops him down.
Yeah, sits is not the perfect word here.
Yeah, not exactly
He's
sit,
sat.
but he's plopped down.
He is sat next to you.
Yes. He
He
just
totally sits that.
Wait,
He's-
does that mean he sits on his wood?
Jeez.
if there's anything there.
I look over to the monk and sigh in disbelief, but in a caring manner. I kind of like look caringly over to him.
He seems to look at you, even though he does not have eyes. He says, "What troubles you?"
The amount of brutality that is in here that you appease for your gods.
What you see as brutality, we see as a willing sacrifice to bring us closer to her and to all of the gods.
When you say her, could you explain?
Do you wish to join the order?
Dude, if I get some magical powers based off of this shit, this is gonna be fucking sweet.
Tell me, what brings you to us?
I was told from a far kingdom that there was an enchanter who could give me a protection spell on my armor.
We can give nearly everything, but everything comes at a cost.
To which I am scared for, because I value my limbs.
You say you seek protection.
Yes.
What is something that you would give up protection for? What is something that you could let go, that you would not have protected?
I would imagine I would protect my soul,
Okay.
because that is the very essence of my being.
Right. But what would you pay? If you choose to protect your body, do you choose to not protect your soul?
So I would more or less have to give up my entity for a mere sacrifice of flesh.
What you give up is entirely up to you. However, I will decide how much you must give up.
To which I am afraid of seeing your state.
I have given up much to gain much. So tell me, your sacrifice does not have to be yours. Would you choose to bring this sacrifice upon somebody else?
Does that sacrifice still have to be a playable character, such as Tiger?
It would
I'm
be.
kidding.
It must be somebody or something you care about. Everybody cares about themselves, for example. But is there another person you care equally about that you could give up? Or if you care about them only half as much as yourself, would the price be doubled?
This is a question I have not asked myself in a very long time.
You have all the time to answer. You are welcome to stay until you decide, but you are not welcome to leave until you decide.
May I learn while I am here without sacrifice?
To join our order requires sacrifice. That sacrifice leaves scars, not all of which are visible, but
Explain
sometimes
visible.
a scar is to the mind, to your will to live, to your will to go on. Sometimes a scar makes you slower or weaker. Sometimes it makes you as not attractive as you already are.
I knew you were fucking going that way.
The choice is yours. You do not have to decide right this instant. And since we are 7 minutes before the end, you don't have
Yeah.
to decide this session. You can leave this choice till next time.
Are we ending at 9?
I thought we had 10.
Oh, we could do 10. Yeah, that's
I
fine.
thought
10.
it was normally 7 to 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's continue.
That's why I'm kind of pressured here. Like, I don't know what to give up, and I don't want to fucking do that right now.
Okay. Yeah, just give up somebody else.
I was gonna like be selfish, but if I be selfish, then it's gonna come bite me in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm willing to give up my sight.
Your sight of both eyes or just the one?
My left eye.
Your left eye. Ah, well. Such a shame. I was almost hoping for more. Very well. Come, sit upon the altar.
I join you.
Okay. Lifting
As
yourself
long
up.
as I get a glass eye, because that's what I want. I want a glass eye after this.
Does it change colors depending on your mood?
Yeah, can that be enchanted? Oh my god, please.
Or is it like a remember all?
Okay. I'll see what I can arrange. However, as the price for receiving the glass eye, we will do nothing to numb the pain.
Now I'm wondering how long pain is for a removal of an eye.
More than a night, I can tell you that.
I think I have a spell for that.
You're awesome.
Christ.
Miller's not even there.
I know, right?
Oh shit, my bad. I mean, I have nothing.
Alright,
All
I
right.
accept the terms.
Okay. He tells you, lay down.
Tell me something else.
Oh, jeez. So one of the Whatever
This
you're
this
doing.
is where she tries to seduce him, isn't it?
Right?
All- the other 4 monks come forward, and they hold you down.
Whoa.
Your arms, your legs. You're restrained. Another monk comes forward and opens your eyebrow and holds your eyelids up so it doesn't close.
PG. Nope, keep going, graphic. Let's go. 18 plus.
And no, that's fine. And the other one approaches with a claw-like device.
Woo!
I can't watch this.
Woo!
With give me an HT check.
An H check.
Health check.
HT health, yep.
Yes.
Is that a yes?
My health for human is 10.
Okay. So you pass out from the pain.
Okay.
When you awake, you find yourselves on the front steps. Your armor is now on you. You're wearing it. You are completely in terrible, terrible agony. But you are awake and wearing your armor. The monk who's missing the arm sits next to you. Quietly.
Am I sitting next to her or next to the monk? Or between them?
You saw her when they literally dragged her out and just dumped her there.
Left or right side of me?
The monk is to the right side.
Okay, so I kind of lazily look to what's it called? I lazily look to my right and I see him there. And then I look down at myself and I'm like, I hope this is worth it.
Just for the record, you will get the disadvantage 1 eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I asked if he was left or right.
Yep. Left eye. It's a 15-point disadvantage. But unfortunately, you don't get to spend the points because those points were already spent. All right. So
Where's the worth?
Oh, we'll find out from her armor.
Mm-hmm. So, anybody want to talk to her? Or do anything?
I'm nowhere near them.
You're nowhere near them. No stars there.
How are you feeling? Do you need to rest?
I feel like my whole world just crashed down upon me.
Since she has a glass eye, does he realize that she's missing an eye?
The blood that's on her face gives it away.
Damn,
They
didn't even clean me up?
No,
Fucking dicks.
not at all. They didn't clean nothing up. They didn't give you anything for the pain. Nothing.
Now, question: is she now part of the order?
No.
That's bull.
Because they said she would be. They talked
I
about joining the
sacrifice, yeah.
order. You must sacrifice.
What you sacrificed was for the armor, not to join.
Because the way it was said made it seem like you would get both. Okay.
Exactly.
Well, I apologize for the confusion. Fine print.
Great.
Bird.
Fucking lawyer you are.
Damn.
I'll remember those.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I'm just sitting there in disbelief.
The monk looks at you, says, "Well, you've given much to the gods. Is there still more to give?"
Oh, he's slick.
Right?
I reach into his head. There's always more to give. It's are we willing to?
And what are you willing to give to the gods? He says, looking at you.
Nothing at this time.
Then the gods give nothing in return.
Bow my head at him and go back to.
Okay.
This is so conflicting because I don't believe in God
Well, it's not a god. It's gods.
as a person. Yeah, I know.
If God was one of us.
Oh my god.
He'd lose an eye like one of us.
Damn.
Damn. Went there.
Hey, so we could just cut it right here. No, I was kidding.
Alright, so I asked Alicia if she's ready to head back and pick up Elrond and rest for the evening.
That would be great.
Are you good to walk?
I might need some help.
I don't know how much help I'll be able to give.
Okay. Do you got? I assume you all go down the same street that you came up by.
Yes.
Yeah.
Miller, you see them walking by the street.
Hey, I go out there and I say, what in bloody hell?
Literally, bloody hell, I say to just him.
Somebody want to explain?
You got her armor enchanted, I say to everybody. Now let's just go and find a place for the night.
Please.
Okay. Is there a hotel? Motel?
Yes.
Holiday Inn?
Yes, there are rooms in the bar above where you were drinking.
Okay, I tell them, let's go back this way. Get a room.
We head back in.
Heading in, the bartender stands behind the bar, still cleaning the same glass he was cleaning earlier. He looks up at you and says, I'm sure you want a room.
I
Guess
just
what?
mumble.
Don't say anything.
We have rapport. Don't worry, I got this.
As you wish. That'll be 5 gold.
How big is the room?
Enough space for the 2 of you. The others, well, your dragon, well, I'm sure he doesn't take up that much room. Or she, whichever. Can't tell the sex of a dragon.
Oh, that's great. Such a
That's
nice
because we're
room.
better than sex.
Okay, I give him 10 gold and I say thank you.
Your room's upstairs, on the left, 3rd one down.
Left is the right is the safe side, I say to the 2 of them. Right is the side to be robbed.
And I tell him thank you, my friend.
He nods. Alright, so traveling upstairs, you reach your room without any problems. And
Finally.
inside, it's dusty. Hasn't been used in a minute.
I
It's
told him, like, don't ask
smells
any
kind of
questions.
odd. But at least it's, quiet and far away from hustle and bustle.
So
So,
I tell him,
I
so I
pass
think
right
you want to
out.
wash up.
you're gonna
That's
walk.
right out. There's no washing up.
Elrond, will you at least clean the blood off her face?
Sure, give me your wing.
I blow some smoke at him. Take that.
He dirted my robe.
Yeah, and I'll dirty more than that if you don't start cooperating.
Oh my.
Okay, so while she knocked out, I'm gonna steal energy.
Okay.
Nah, I'm not doing
She's gone through enough.
that. Yeah, pretty much. Is she still bleeding? Does she need to stop
I
bleeding?
don't think they wrap me up.
Yeah, no, not at all.
What if they put
She's
it-
still bleeding, but the eye's there, so it's kind of blocking most of the blood from spewing out.
Should I cast minor healing or stop bleeding?
Either one.
The
I
healing would
go with-
stop the bleeding, whereas the bleeding
They
wouldn't
cost
heal
the
it.
same.
Mhm.
And the only thing is, the minor healing gives her 1 health point back. Actually, no, this one doesn't. We both do.
I would do minor healing.
Yeah, I'll do minor healing.
Okay. So, minor healing.
That should be not only the stop bleeding, but it should also be stop pain. Or is that a whole other thing?
Stop pain. I mean, I would say yeah, I would stop the pain as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to cast.
Oh,
I
shit.
would think to stop the bleeding would be good if you get cut off, because you couldn't heal the arm back, but you stop the bleeding.
Yeah, actually, it is possible to regrow lost.
Not at his
Yeah,
rolls.
There's
Not
a
with
spell
his
for that.
rolls.
No, this was no.
Oh wow.
It
14.
Game. Come on.
You
it
may
was my
attempt to
turn last week.
Can I attempt stop bleeding then?
Yeah, you can attempt the same spell over and over again until it works, really. Or at least until you pass out.
Nah, I have way too much mana before I pass out. I'm
Okay.
at 7 and 8 right now.
Okay. So eventually the roll succeeds and she is the pain's
Hey,
removed.
look, there it
Yeah.
is.
Yep,
Yeah,
there
I'm
it is.
7,
See?
7-7.
Speaking it and it happens.
Yeah,
the gods and they will
my
appear.
second
Alright.
successful roll tonight.
Yeah.